Doncic against Duke. Doncic. Finney-Smith, ball fake. Doncic, shot clock winding down. A deep one is off, and Simmons secures it.
And that's a matchup you like better. Duke doing an excellent job just staying in front.
Durant, cross, pull up. Missed it off the rim. Duke comes in for the rebound. The Nets are over the limit. And Duke has fouled out.
So again, KD looks like he got fouled there. Duke comes in. Tim Hardaway Jr. does a good job of really embellishing it. Yeah, and that was the other one. He missed a kickball. That's like, I don't understand how that was missed. So you miss a kickball. You miss the foul on Kevin Durant. But really and truly, you're coming off a back-to-back. You're coming off a back-to-back. It is a tie game with 1:20 to go in your building. This is a game that you need to win, that you have to win.
Watanabe will check in, replacing Duke. He did good work off the bench. 10 points, 5 rebounds in 20 minutes of action. Hardaway at the free throw line. Career 81% shooter.
That foul you're talking about, non-call. Kevin Durant still talking to Bill Kennedy about.
Nets are down by 2 with 1:18 on the clock. Irving. Finney-Smith. Screen Watanabe. Irving turns the corner. Fakes. Irving. Missed it. Got a good look at it from the side. And Dallas with the lead and possession. Under a minute to go. Doncic with Watanabe. Doncic.
That's a block. Oh, no, you got to review that.
Goaltending.
Yeah, they're going to review it. That's not a good call.
That was a clean block.
Look at Doncic talking to each official, indicating count that one. And now the officials will head to the replay monitor. He grazed it.
He grazed it before it hit the backboard. Yep.
Still on the way up.
Yeah, and now, luckily, they're going to who's got the nearest person. It's not going to go to a jump ball, which would have been, again, that would be a disadvantage. That's why they changed it in the offseason. So now he's in a position, he tips it before it gets, so that's fine. And now they're going to give the ball to Brooklyn Nets because they're in position. Prior to this year, that would be a jump ball where it could go straight back to Dallas.
Did you learn this when you went to official camp?
Yes.
Take your time.
I did. I learned quite a bit. Most of it I did not retain.
I'm glad you retained that, though. It's actually helpful for our broadcast.
I got you.
Best truck in the business.
Yeah.
Take a look at this shot. Excellent look. You see it there on the way up. Gets a finger on it before it gets to the backboard.
Thank you, guys.
Bill Kennedy has seen enough. And once again, we will get the Bill Kennedy experience.
That's your favorite part of this game so far tonight.
It might be.
It probably is.
Bill's such an engaging speaker. And here we go.
After reviewing the play, the ball was cleanly blocked, but the ball was also possessed by Brooklyn. It will be their ball on the side with 23 on the shot clock.
Give me some warm milk. And Bill Kennedy on the microphone looking into the camera. And it's going to be a good night.
It's going to be a great night.
So that ends up becoming a free timeout with 43.2 remaining.
Free timeout, one possession game. A lot of time left here for the Nets to operate. It's a big swing.
And the Nets just called another timeout, which, I don't know, given this tight space, you should be able to have a play ready to go so that if you need it, you're down by 2, that timeout is precious, so you should be able to have something ready so that when the referees are done, you can get out there. Because if you miss this, now you got another timeout in your back. You got another timeout ready to go for you in that moment.
Hey, fans, stay tuned. After the final buzzer, Nets postgame, get highlights, analysis, locker room reaction. You've got Nancy Newman, Frank Isola, Megan Triplett. Plus a look ahead to Saturday's game against the Pacers. All coming up on the Brooklyn Nets postgame show. Watanabe will toss it in. Kleba in. Bullock in for Dallas. 43 seconds on the clock. The Nets trail the Mavericks 112 to 110. Watanabe gets it in for Irving. Defended by Bullock. Durant fake for the lead. Rebounded by Doncic. There's a 9-second difference. Shot clock to game clock.
No need to foul.
Bullock. 12 to shoot. Mavericks playing keep away here. Doncic, 7 on the clock. O'Neal there defensively, closes it. Double team. Simmons with a steal. Simmons looks for Durant. Oh, Durant with a Bears jam to tie the game. 8.8 on the clock. KD has 30.
Big-time execution on the defensive end by Brooklyn. Take a look here. Keeping things clean, not fouling, blitzing. Luka, Ben, pushes, and great trail by a bad man in Kevin Durant.
This is why you get Ben Simmons. I'm sorry, this guy, he's going to find his rhythm. He's going to get that defensive prowess back. He's a former defensive player of the year candidate.
But take a look, you also got shooters, Watanabe and Kyrie Irving staying wide, so that extends the defense in transition. So you got to concern yourself with shooters on the sides, and that opens up the lane for Kevin Durant.
March the 16th here in Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie. For Dallas. Mavericks were down 1. Dinwiddie a 3 right in front of the Nets bench. And a celebration for the Mavs. Dallas has taken a timeout so the Nets can head back to their bench area. 8.8 on the clock.
Do we feel like we're going to see a Luka step back from the left wing?
I think that's a very good chance.
It feels like
it. It feels like it. And you know what's crazy about it is that he's the only person that really gets to decide how that game's going to go because it can't be stopped. It's a matter of whether or not he makes that shot. The real question is Brooklyn going to go and double team him, trying to get that ball out of his hands? To me, that's the main question. And I'm really curious to see what Jason Kidd is going to drop, if they're going to do some sort of misdirection. Because, again, game's tied, so overtime should be the worst scenario if you're talking about the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, if you remember that game last year that we were showing, that was recently after the trade deadline when Dallas acquired Spencer Dinwiddie from Washington, and Spencer had hit a shot prior to that in the previous game, and it was all about Doncic having the trust in his teammates, not taking those shots. So it would be interesting to see how this unfolds, to your point, because alongside Luka, you've got 4 3-point shooters here in this lineup.
8.8 on the clock. Dallas 112. Brooklyn 112. Dinwiddie, the trigger man. They back off. The trauma building here in Brooklyn. Dinwiddie in for Doncic. 7 seconds left. Simmons there defensively. Doncic drives, kicks, jumper, Bullock off the rim. No! Overtime. The Nets tried to take a timeout. There are zeros on the clock, and now they put 5 minutes on the clock for bonus basketball.
Beautiful play by Dallas.